Vision's Automotive Magazine with your host, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome to Motor Week 88. We're glad to have you with us. We have a special treat for you this time, a test of one of the most anticipated new cars to come out of Detroit in a long time, this Buick Reatta. The Reatta is General Motors' third new two-seat model to emerge in 4 years. Now GM's car divisions have more designs for couples only than any other family sedan builder. But you may have noticed that we haven't called this Reatta a sports car. That's because in traditional sports car terms, it isn't. Being a Buick is enough to confirm that. So just what is the mission of the Reatta, and will it prove to be worth the wait?
Even to Buick, the Reatta is neither fish nor fowl. Rather, they see it as a gourmet selection of the most desirable aspects of performance and comfort, blended together in a unique luxury sports coupe design. You certainly can say the exterior of the Reatta is unique. From its very long hood to its very short rear deck, this car throws curves in every direction. The Reatta has a sleek, smooth shape, yet it's different from the popular Coke bottle theme used by Ford, Audi, and others. Styling is distinctive, if not as dramatic as we'd like, and the shape has to grow on you. Retracting headlamps keep the bullet front smooth as glass, while the below bumper grille work looks like an open invitation from a shark. It's the most aggressive feature of the Reatta's styling. Around back, there's no such shock factor. A thin ridge of tail lamps string from side to side. The gentle slope of the trunk lid, combined with the inward slope of the rear fascia, does a nice job of making the car look lower than it is. But the relationship between the roof side pillar, rear wheel opening, and short rear fender overhang is awkward. Only unwanted extra length could have cured this. One reason behind having the rear wheels so far back was, no doubt, to give the Reatta plenty of usable interior space for a two-seat car. While the trunk liftover is very high and lid opening small, the cavity is deep, wide, and long. Made longer by this pass-through door to the passenger compartment. It was designed especially for a golf bag. When closed, the parcels shelf has a useful shape with 3 built-in tie-down points. Under the floor are a pair of handy storage bins for cameras and the like. Seating in the Reatta is equally spacious with 6-way power seats standard. Everyone on our staff found a position they liked. The suede and leather upholstery holds you in place nicely, and there's good all-round support. Our car's optional 16-way driver's seat also had adjustable lumbar, side bolster, and under-the-thigh support. Like the Pontiac Fiero and Cadillac Alante, the Buick Reatta makes heavy use of standard GM parts. In this case, most of the components come from the Buick Riviera. That's particularly true of the dash. It was lifted with few changes. The driver faces a digital cluster with mostly warning lights. Attack with engine gauges can be called up on a center touch-sensitive screen. The screen also controls audio, ventilation, and trip computer functions, plus diagnostic chores. While operation of the screen does take your eyes off the road, the alternative would be a lot of buttons to operate all of the Reatta's standard luxury features. Indeed, the Reatta is such a well-equipped luxury coupe that only the 16-way driver's seat and a power sunroof are options. Even a horn-blowing, light-flashing security system is included. The interior is mostly Riviera, and so are the mechanics. The Reatta uses GM's new balance shaft version of its 3.8-liter V6. Called the 3800, it has 15 more horsepower at 165 and 10 more pound-feet of torque at 210. Fuel injection is sequential multi-port, and the computer-controlled ignition uses 1 coil for each pair of cylinders. The 3800 is connected to a smooth shifting 4-speed front-drive automatic transaxle. No manual gear change will be offered. But the drivetrain is sophisticated and makes this Buick go very well, too. The Reatta weighs almost the same as the Riviera, so it has similar acceleration times. 0 to 60 takes a brisk 9 seconds. And quarter-mile result is 17.1 seconds at 80. Both are well within sporty car figures, if not lightning fast. Handling, too, is commendable, but the Reatta is anything but tossable. It hunkers down into a turn, like most GM front drive designs, and tracks well. More steering feel would be desirable. The all-independent suspension uses a single transverse plastic leaf spring at the rear, along with the added roll control found on Riviera T-types. Even though the 15-inch 65 Series Eagle GT Plus 4 tires are a little skinny, the Riata's handling is impressive for a luxury machine. Brakes, however, give up nothing to luxury. They're all disc and anti-lock is standard. Standing on them produce quick, sure, straight stops of 106 feet from 55. They feel fine and work even better. On the highway, the Riata's blend of sports and luxury also seems appropriate. This car is a smooth-riding, almost effortless cruiser. At legal limits on level road, your foot barely touches the accelerator to maintain constant speeds. The aero bodywork obviously works, but although the recorded sound level is only 67 decibels, you do notice considerable tire noise on smooth surfaces. Fuel economy ratings, again the same as the Riviera, are 19 city and 29 highway. Our test loop of 21 was a bit less than we expected. On our safety check, the Riata has everything we prefer except front passive restraints. We do, however, commend Buick for making anti-lock brakes standard. GM used small but prestigious engineering firms in England to help design the tooling and manufacturing process for the Riata. Its sheet metal dies come from Japan. This international engineering flavor paid off in very good body fit and paint finish on our pilot production test car. All told, the Buick Riata hit us right with its roomy, versatile interior, long list of standard luxuries, commendable track performance, excellent highway manners, and high-quality fit and finish. It missed the mark with us in its two highly digitized dash controls, high trunk sill, and awkward roof-to-rear wheel styling. And the price for the Riata? Well, it has just been announced. The Buick Riata's fully equipped base price is $25,000. That makes it less than half the price of a Mercedes 560 SL or Cadillac Alante. And since only 5,000 Riatas will be made this year, the car is not only cheaper, but more exclusive than a Chevrolet Corvette. And an even better-looking Riata convertible is due soon. We applaud GM for letting Buick have such a car as the Riata all to itself. It shows that individual car division identity is here to stay at GM. While the resulting Riata does not make our sports car hearts flutter, it's also not as flabby as Buick's traditional buyer profile. As for its name, well, the word Riata is derived from the Spanish-American word for lariat or lasso. It seems a good choice, since we think this Buick will easily rope its share of fans.